Hello and welcome to realityfuturestrading.com. In today's video, I am going to be going over some of the trades, both the good, bad, and the ugly for the reality room this morning. Let's go ahead and let's get started off here on a positive note. I'm going to bring in my 12-tick mean Renko chart right here, and I took this opening trade right here on the NQ. Now, one of the things that I like to lecture about and write about is that trading the open can be a little bit dicey, and I don't generally suggest it to traders to trade right at the open. Well, anyway, long story short, greed got the best of me. I filled here. I did get my first profit target, and I got taken out on number 2. I was actually down a tick on that particular trade right there. So not too bad for the NQ. It wasn't a loser. However, right out of the gate, I also took a mini Dow trade right here. As you can see, I filled right here. It went my way probably, 2 or 3 ticks, and then it proceeded to fall over on me. Now, it was moving down pretty fast, and I opted to jump out a little bit early. I probably saved myself about 80 bucks jumping out early because I had my stop right down in here. So right out of the gate, I was looking at a losing morning. Now, one of the things I want to point out is this kind of stuff happens. It's very common that if you're going to take the risk and trade the open, if greed does get the better of you, which sometimes it will, I know it happens to me, the main thing that you've got to do is you've got to remember to keep a cool head. What you've always got to realize is that, you know what, there's always going to be another opportunity. It may not be in 5 minutes. Who knows? Maybe it's not even for the rest of the day, but there will be other day trading opportunities. Okay, now I kept a pretty cool head in the room throughout this whole thing. You saw where I got stopped out on the 12 range chart. I'm going to go through the YM trades first, and then I'm going to go through the NQ trades to show you how I turned it around. One of my YM trades I made right here. Real good looking setup. Real good looking setup here. Price passes through the band. I get a pullback here, and then I get a transition right here, and I took this trade right here. This helped me recover as well. I actually extended my profit targets on this, and I hit profit target number 1, which I had extended. I jumped out a little bit early on profit target number 2. I just didn't want to have my winner turning into a loser. Now, I showed you this trade here on the 8 range mean Renko bar. I also took this trade right here on the 12. And I get my first profit target, and I got my second profit target as well on this one. Again, just keeping a cool head. Like I said, you're going to get other opportunities, especially if you're using DTS and you're using all 3 of the birds. If you're using the Falcon, the Eagle, and the Hawk, you're going to see some opportunities throughout the day. So that was the last of my Dow trades right there. Next, I'm going to cover my NQ trades. Well, you saw at the open, the one that I took on the 12-tick chart was a $50 winner with, so next I get this huge down move right here. Now, like I said in the blog post, I don't care how good your signal generator is, nothing is perfect. I had a perfect looking setup right here. I was all set for a big down move, looking to reach at least towards the Globex open, and here we go. 3-bar pullback. I get a tag on the micro scalper line. I get my signal. I jump in there, and you guessed it, kapow. I get stopped out. Well, that's okay. Like I said, keep a cool head, keep an open mind. Remember, there's always going to be an opportunity in the market. One of my other favorite things to talk about is not trading during the lunch hour. Well, if you've been watching the markets the last few weeks like I have, you're going to know that there are definitely some lunchtime opportunities these days. And here is a lunchtime opportunity. This was a very, very fast move to the downside. And here's that setup. Now it failed earlier. However, this time I get a pullback, I get a tap, I get my signal, and down she goes, and I am out with a profitable trade. That was the last trade that I took on the Hawk Micro Scalper for the NQ for the day. Overall, it was a tough start this morning. I made a mistake. I broke my own rules by trading the open right around 9:32 Eastern Standard Time. Greed got the best of me, and I got what I deserved. However, by keeping a cool head, keeping my head in the game, and just waiting for the next opportunities and waiting for the proper signals to generate, I was able to turn my day around and actually have a profitable day. All right, well, I hope you found this video to be informative. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at ray@realityfuturestrading.com. Thanks, have a great day, and I hope to see you in the room.